a collection of renowned core partners and harnessing the energy of what will be the region's premier center for progress and development. The New Jersey Innovation and Technology Hub, housed right here in New Brunswick, will combine higher education, cutting-edge research, economic development, business incubation, and multi-partner collaboration unlike ever before. The hub will provide numerous jobs and serve as an economic driver during and long after construction. It will forever complement the generations of research work already done and create a path to position us to meet the demands of the future. On behalf of our city and its residents, let me express our excitement and gratitude as this remarkably unique project moves forward. And now, in borrowing his very own phrase I've heard him say numerous times over the past months, I'd like to introduce the man who needs no introduction, the governor of the state of New Jersey, Phil Murphy.
Jim, thank you so much for that. And thank you for your leadership, your friendship. You've been at the helm for a lot of years in New Brunswick, and at every step, it continues to be not just one of New Jersey's great communities, but one of America's great communities and a university town through and through. And that's no coincidence in terms of why we're together today. So thank you, Jim, for everything you do. So it's hard to believe this. You think back to 2018, we unveiled a vision for reasserting New Jersey's global leadership in the development of new technologies, whether it be life sciences, delivery of healthcare, artificial intelligence, advanced analytics, and on and on. And the notion was this is where startups would take root and grow. And that vision is tangibly manifesting itself in the hub, which would revolutionize research and development and reposition New Jersey as the global home of innovation. So today, I'm incredibly proud to be joined by a cavalcade of stars, beginning with the hub's 3 inaugural institutional partners. That's Rutgers University, Hackensack Meridian Health, and RWJ-Barnabas Health, as well as by the project's first institutional tenant, Princeton University. What a lineup. And by the way, driving the activity at the hub will be the New Jersey Economic Development Authority, whose financial offerings and supports can be brought together and leveraged like never before. We know the best is yet to come. Representing those organizations, and we're going to hear from each of them, President Dr. Jonathan Holloway of Rutgers, Barry Ostrowski at RWJ-Barnabas, Bob Garrett at Hackensack Meridian, Rodney Priestley from Princeton University. But we're also incredibly honored today to have some leaders. I don't know where we'd be without them. A partner in government, a great leader, Speaker Craig Coughlin, freeholder, soon to be director of the county commissioners in Middlesex County, another dear friend and great leader, Ron Rios, and Kathleen Coviello will be speaking on behalf of the New Jersey Economic Development Authority. So as we reposition New Jersey for a stronger, fairer, and more resilient post-COVID economic future, I wish we were there, we are not. The hub will play a crucial and central role. This is where new businesses will be born and new jobs will be created. The hub's combined firepower will be the foundation upon which startup and growth stage companies can build. Arguably, no other research center will have such power under literally, in this case, literally under one roof. This is how we purpose build a diverse economy and an innovative ecosystem for long-term success. While the 3 core partners will cover 55,000 square feet of research space, another 95,000 feet will be space where the startup culture can blossom, not just lab space, but much needed incubator space. This proximity will be an invaluable asset itself. And I can't say that enough. The notion of being in the mix together, by the way, socially distanced, of course, and done responsibly is a game changer. These are businesses that will be able to literally walk down a hall and consult with researchers and clinicians in real time. Close relationships are crucial for any young startup trying to take research from the lab to the marketplace, and the hub is that center where entrepreneurs and researchers from across the pharma and life sciences sectors can have immediate and daily access to academic and industry experts and investors. Ever since I first thought about running for this office, I've said that our economic future rides on restoring New Jersey's dominance in the innovation economy. We have let other states gain a step on us in areas which have historically been ours. Happy to say we are battling back, and through the hub, we will get back to doing what is in our DNA, fostering innovation by bringing the public and private sectors together to create a post-COVID economy that thrives on research and development and innovation and discovery. So in addition to the great Mayor Jim Cahill and the others who I mentioned who will be speaking, I do also want to give a shout out to folks who are with us today and have been with us every step of the way, and they're on the call with us today. Jose Lozano, who's the CEO of Choose New Jersey. Thank you, Jose. Chris Palladino, who's president of DevCo New Brunswick and of DevCo Atlantic City. And Chris made the point earlier today that the group on this call have really studied up the models of other similar hubs in other places, not just in America, but in the world. But they have purpose-built and working with these partners with us today, a particularly New Jersey specific hub. So this is not ripping off anybody else. This is taking the best from other models, but making it very much Jersey. So thank you for that, Chris. Tim Sullivan is with us, the CEO of the Economic Development Authority, and our Deputy Chief of Staff for Economic Growth, Joe Kelly. I want to thank the four of them as well, even though they're not going to necessarily be speaking today. They've been invaluable. With that, it is my great honor to hand things over to a guy who came on the scene on July 1st, talk about taking the reins of one of America's great research and educational institutions in a time of crisis. He's doing an extraordinary job. Please help me welcome the president of Rutgers University, Dr. Jonathan Holloway.
Thank you, Governor. I appreciate that kind introduction. I wouldn't have minded if you had been able to take care of all the COVID stuff before I arrived. That would have been nice of you. But, you know, here we are. When actually I met the governor back in mid-January, before I was announced publicly as the president designate. And on that occasion, I met Joe Kelly. He's the one who brought me up to the governor's suite. And that's when I learned about the hub. And he expressed his excitement, the governor's excitement about the hub and what it could bring to New Brunswick, New Jersey, and everything the governor just talked about. And I was excited walking out the door. Of course, none of us understood that COVID was about to land upon us and that we would be delayed in launching what I think is a really exciting project. So I'm really thrilled now officially to be speaking on Rutgers' behalf to talk about the hub. So we're proud to be a core partner in the hub and fully expect it to be a game changer for innovation in New Jersey. We're grateful for Governor Murphy's constant support and that of Speaker Coughlin as well, including champions of innovation at seeing them as champions of innovation and research across the higher education landscape. And certainly here at Rutgers, it makes my job considerably easier. We're excited about the potential for this project to build on our already $700 million in annual research. We think this will be an incubator and accelerator for us, speaking out of self-interest. Now, New Jersey may look small on a map in the United States, but we're outsized when it comes to intellectual heft and research strength, and the partnerships in this adventure, I think, speak to that. Combine that with the commitment to entrepreneurship and innovation at the core partners, and the hub can lead to unimaginable new products and technologies across healthcare, artificial intelligence, data analytics, pharmaceuticals, and so many other disciplines. Now, speaking for Rutgers, I know we have a unique role with respect to this project. The hub sits alongside our campus in New Brunswick and can serve as a powerful engine to speed the translation of research across Rutgers and take discoveries from the laboratory to the marketplace, from the bench to the bedside. We have an ambitious plan for an innovation center that will have both the space and equipment for incubation, but also the licensing and commercialization apparatus to move quickly on these discoveries and opportunities. The hub is about leveraging the shared commitment of the core partners and our state partners to help New Jersey regain its position as an innovation powerhouse regionally, nationally, and globally. All of that is very easy to get excited about. And I'm happy to say, now wearing the mantle of the president, not president designate, on behalf of Rutgers, we're in. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you, Dr. Holloway. I cannot thank you enough for your leadership, and Rutgers' involvement here is a game changer. Two other quick observations. You have the most amount of books behind you of anyone I've had the honor of being on a Zoom call over these past 9 months. And secondly, we wish you the very best against Michigan on Saturday. And most importantly, amen. And thank you for your leadership. So it's, you talk about, I mentioned earlier, and Craig, I see Craig there, and he'll appreciate this. Ronnie will appreciate it, Jim Cahill. You know, we're in the ultimate walk and chew gum year of our lives. So we're battling, we're literally at war, and yet government goes on. Other things happen, and that's a life that we're all living, and none more so than the big healthcare providers. And we've got representatives from not just two extraordinary healthcare systems in our state, but they stand up as two of the very most impressive and renowned healthcare systems in our country. So first up to bat, please help me welcome the CEO of Hackensack Meridian Health, our friend and a great leader, Bob Garrett. Bob.
Thank you, Governor. It's great to be with you and everybody else this morning. So I may have the distinction of having the least amount of books in my background. I don't see any there, but believe me, there are some in my office somewhere here. I really want to start by really recognizing Governor Murphy for your leadership. You know, you talked about walking and chewing gum at the same time. I mean, if you think about this global pandemic that we've been fighting, I think New Jerseyans should be very, very proud of the efforts that you and your team, including Commissioner Judy Persicelli, have made. Because not only are we doing better than most states in the United States, we're doing better than a lot of countries around the world. And I think some of the measures that have been taken from the very, very beginning have been very instrumental in the educational efforts, and the collaboration and partnerships with the health systems have been a real game changer. So, Governor, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your leadership. And to Speaker Coughlin as well. Speaker, thank you for your partnership on this hub project, on so many important initiatives, and on all the support you've given our health network. And I know health systems and hospitals and providers around the state from the very, very beginning of the COVID-19 crisis. So I thank you both for your leadership. So now on to this exciting news that we're talking about today. You know, at Hackensack Meridian Health, we like to say that innovation is in our DNA. We're deeply committed to continually improving healthcare in New Jersey. What that means to me is delivering the highest quality care in the most convenient and the most affordable and accessible way possible. And when like-minded partners come together, like we have today, to support innovation, there's no doubt in my mind that we will blaze new paths. So we are proud at Hackensack Meridian Health to be a core partner of the New Jersey Innovation and Technology Hub in New Brunswick. It's an absolute honor to stand with universities like Rutgers and Princeton, and with healthcare partners like RWJ-Barnabas, with the New Jersey Economic Development Agency, with DEFCO and Choose New Jersey. This project is truly a win for all of us, and it's a win, more importantly, for the residents of the state of New Jersey. As we've learned in battling this COVID-19 pandemic, it's really so important to collaborate. Barry, I see Barry here, and, RWJ-Barnabas and Hackensack Meridian, along with some of the other big health systems, have been collaborating, sharing best practices from the beginning. And that collaboration, no doubt, has made a huge difference in our fight against this global pandemic. So we've learned from COVID that collaboration is more important than ever before. And together we can solve some of our greatest challenges and improve the quality of life for literally millions of people. In this new venture that we're speaking about this morning, we will bring together a range of industries and share a common goal to deliver breakthroughs in science and healthcare, and in other areas as well. The mission will support New Jersey's great legacy of innovation. Our state has delivered major breakthroughs through its history, with life-changing medications and advances in technology, and really so much more. This new project will harness the ideas of the best and brightest in healthcare, education, and in industry to propel us forward. We'll build on a culture of growth, on our own reputations of success, and our unwavering commitment to the great state of New Jersey. The hospital industry alone adds $25 billion to the state economy each and every year. And we're eager to partner with others who are deeply invested in our state, in our economy, and in our workforce. The landscape in healthcare, education, and technology is rapidly changing. We're all facing challenges, no doubt about it, and pivoting to new ways of doing things. Telehealth, smartphones, wearable devices are changing how healthcare is delivered. Artificial intelligence is transforming how we connect, how we travel, how we deliver healthcare, how we do business. We must continue to invest not only in ourselves, but for future generations, and remain in the lead in supporting advances that really transform our lives. This new technology and innovation hub is the perfect incubator to bring together our goals to deliver on bold promises to transform all of our industries. We at Hackensack Meridian are so proud to be a core partner of this exciting new venture. I believe it will help to grow New Jersey's reputation as a leading hub of growth and discovery. And I thank all of you for your partnership and your collaboration in this truly historic initiative. Thank you, Governor.
Bob, thank you. And to your teammates at Hackensack Meridian Health, a huge thanks, not just for your big role in this announcement, but for everything all the heroes in your organization are doing every day in this war in which we find ourselves. Thank you. And again, we're blessed to not just have one of the best healthcare and hospital systems in America, but we got at least two of them. And another giant on that scene is our W.J. Barnabas Health. Again, an organization filled with heroes and leaders. We've seen this in 2020, unlike ever before. Please help me welcome its president and CEO, another great friend and great leader, Barry Ostrowski. Barry? I think you may be on mute, Barry. There you go.
Thank you, Governor, and good morning, everyone. I'm delighted to be among all of you on this very special occasion in which we are announcing something that will be not only critical to the success of our state, but to the nation across the board. I too want to echo my good friend Bob's comments, Governor, about your leadership and that of our speakers, our mayor, and our director at the county level. Without you all, we would not be as strong as we are today. Your insightful leadership helping us navigate this impossible year is something that we honor and respect and are so very grateful for. Today's announcement is something that I think all of us have aspired to see in our state for so many years. I was at the original announcement in 2018, and as we sat around the table and you explained, Governor, what this would do to our state and catapulting it into the leadership of the innovation economy, I think each of us felt that this was the kind of foresight that we needed to lead our state into something bigger and better. And indeed, here it is, it's happening. We at RWJ Barnabas are proud to be a core partner in this hub. We are proud to be a great citizen of New Brunswick. As mentioned earlier, we look forward to breaking ground on a world-class cancer center, as well as a very aggressive master facility plan for RWJ University Hospital, together with ambulatory sites in the city. New Brunswick is our town, and we look forward to increasing our presence there in meaningful ways. As Bob has said, our collaboration on the healthcare side with our partners, Hackensack Meridian and others, we think have helped bring at least the best possible care to the citizens of New Jersey. RWJ Barnabas Health believes in addition to delivering care, it's our obligation to promote economic development. Through our economic development in an equitable way, we look forward to raising the lives of the people who live in our communities. We must, in fact, address social determinants, institutional racism, and that which unfortunately afflicts those who live in our communities. Announcements like today show the viability and indeed the vitality of organizations that are coming together to address the needs not only in local and regional, but national communities. We feel comfortable to be among all of you. I learned long ago that life is measured by the partners that you make. And in making the partnerships that we have represented here today, we at RWJ Barnabas are honored to be among you. And so I congratulate you, Governor, and all others, and I look forward to an active and vital position in this great hub of innovation for all of our communities and our nation. Thank you.
Barry, thank you. And you made a point that I think we can all, and we will all rally around, not just in our words, but actions. And that is, as I say often, COVID-19 didn't create the inequities in our state and our society, but it has laid them bare. And we are all committed to addressing those inequities in everything we do, including, I might add, in the diversity and the character of this hub that we are proudly announcing today. Thank you again, Barry. So just as we are blessed with not one, but two of the best healthcare hospital systems in the world, we've got two of the world's great research universities right here in New Jersey. We've heard from Dr. Jonathan Holloway, representing Rutgers University, as he mentioned, a $700 million annual research budget already, so much of it in the space of innovation. And if that weren't enough, we are blessed to be home to Princeton University. And Princeton is very much a part of today's announcement and a part of the Hub family. Please help me welcome, representing Princeton, the Vice Dean of Innovation, Rodney Priestley. Rodney, welcome.
Thank you, Governor. Greetings, everyone. I'm delighted to be a part of this announcement. And first, I would like to thank Governor Murphy for having me here today representing Princeton University. I would also like to thank everyone who's worked so hard to make the New Jersey Innovation and Technology Hub possible. As the Governor mentioned, my name is Rob Priestley, and I'm the inaugural Vice Dean for Innovation here at Princeton University. I'm also an entrepreneur. As such, being part of this announcement and listening to all of the news about the hub and its potential, I'm greatly energized by the vision of the space as well as the possibilities. Like Governor Murphy, Princeton believes that New Jersey is uniquely positioned to lead the nation and in fact the world when it comes to scientific, technological, and social innovation. One reason for this is our combination of world-class public and private research universities. I'm honored that President Eisgruber asked me to join President Holloway this morning to showcase our state's leadership in education. Strengthening the innovation ecosystem is critical to our ability to continue to attract the best talent from around the world to study and work on our campuses. Talent that we want to encourage to stay in the region upon graduation. As a professor of chemical and biological engineering, I understand how academic research can be an engine for innovation. Princeton is committed to supporting the innovation ecosystem in New Jersey. The creation of my position to expand Princeton's footprint in innovation and entrepreneurship is part of this effort, as well as our desire to have a physical presence at the New Jersey Innovation and Technology Hub. We also understand that innovation is how we build a better future, and that in order to do so, there must be strong connections between universities and the public sector. These partnerships are what will make New Jersey one of the emerging centers of innovation and entrepreneurship. The caliber of hub core partners announced today is inspiring and motivates us to further our involvement in building the New Jersey innovation ecosystem. Princeton is proud to support this groundbreaking effort as one of the hub's first institutional tenants. In closing, thank you again to all partners represented here today and to everyone for making New Jersey the place to be for innovation. We have a lot of work ahead of us, but we're excited. Thank you.
Rod, thank you, man. First of all, the orange sweater did not go unnoticed to the crowd watching here. Thank you so much for representing such a university that is extraordinary by any measure. Think about the following, and when you have a conversation about innovation with either Princeton or Rutgers, you push on a screen door. These are, we're all in this together with great passion. But think about what Rutgers already does. Think about what Princeton already does. Then you look at that sort of Route 1 corridor, and you can imagine the possibilities to take it to another level. And then you drop in on top of all of that, the hub with both of those universities present. It is the ultimate 1 + 1 = 3 opportunity. So Rod, thank you to you and your colleagues at Princeton for being there every step of the way. I mentioned her earlier, representing the New Jersey Economic Development Authority, and they are a major player in this mix, let there be no doubt, and have been since day one. Please help me welcome the EDA's Executive Vice President for Technology, Life Sciences, and Entrepreneurship, a great leader, Kathleen Coviello. Kathleen, welcome.
Thank you, Governor. Truly excited to be here with all of you as part of this exciting announcement. And I want to extend my congratulations to Mayor Cahill and the just announced tenants here today. I think I'd be remiss if we didn't acknowledge that Rutgers, Hackensack, RWJ, and Princeton are really demonstrating their leadership in New Jersey as a player in leading us through this innovation economy. At the EDA, we're focused on driving New Jersey's economic growth. And along with many of our partners here today, we're up for the challenge. We've been focusing on new and creative ways to drive the state's innovation economy under Governor Murphy's leadership and our CEO, Tim Sullivan. Things like our enhanced angel investor tax credit that's been increased to focus on investments in minority-led businesses by having a higher credit for those investments. And standing up a new angel group in Golden Seeds focused on investing in women-led businesses. We all have the common goal of making New Jersey a national model for diversity and innovation. Many of us are familiar with these clusters that have been proven models for creating economic development, and the governor referenced some of them in his comments. These models have been shown to be a competitive advantage as an economic driver. They create local knowledge and relationships. The cluster benefits of the hub being announced today and its anchor tenants will allow for innovation, increased productivity, and complementary resources to grow the New Jersey innovation economy. The partners announced here today, along with countless other entrepreneurs, students, and workers, will drive innovation and create long-term sustainable economic growth in the state of New Jersey. And as we continue to face the public health crisis from COVID, the hub will play a crucial role in New Jersey's recovery. Not only will it be the new normal, but it'll be a better, more prosperous for everyone in the state. Congratulations to Mayor Cahill, to Governor Murphy, and all the tenants that have been part of this announcement today. The EDA is proud to be a supporter in the hub, and we look forward to working with all of you over the years to come to make this site a long-term driver of economic growth in New Jersey, particularly in the innovation economy. I'm going to turn it back to you, Governor. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathleen. Really well said, and your leadership is deeply appreciated and noted by all. So thank you to you and Tim and the whole team. So we started with a couple of elected officials. Jim and I opened us up. We're going to close with another couple of extraordinary leaders because this is, it takes a village. It takes every one of us on this call and a lot more to make something like this become a reality. We'll start at the county level and then we'll end with a star at the state level. Please help me welcome a guy who's been in the fight on this every step of the way. He's one of the guys I admire most in this state. The freeholder director, soon to be director of the county commissioners of the great county of Middlesex. Please help me welcome Ronnie Rios. Ron?
Thank you. Thank you, Governor, for those kind words. Good morning, everyone. I'm honored to be here today with the core partners and tenants on this hub project as we collectively drive economic growth in this region. I would like to start by thanking you, Governor Murphy, for your leadership, and Assembly Speaker Craig Coughlin for his leadership, and all the leaders here today for their efforts in moving this project forward. Middlesex County is actively building its economic ecosystem by attracting established and emerging businesses, industry professionals, and investors, ultimately fostering a community of innovation. The creation of the hub not only aligns with that strategy, but contributes to the growth of this ecosystem, with the strength of our industry partners like Rutgers, Hackensack Meridian Health, RWJ Barnabas Health, NJEDA, DevCo, and Princeton University, bringing unprecedented prosperity and limitless opportunities to our county seat. The county will focus on attracting businesses from 3 key industries: electric autonomous vehicles, life sciences, and food innovation, all of which ladders up to a master economic growth plan, Destination 2040. This is a future-forward growth strategy aimed at fostering emergent opportunities and pathways across a variety of fields: education, healthcare, technology, private businesses, as well as serving and connecting our residents with the tools they need to lead healthy, active, and prosperous lives. The hub is directly aligned with this vision, bringing with it not only established industry giants, but up-and-coming entrepreneurs and talent who will be poised to shape and change the landscape of our county and our state for decades to come. The Board of Chosen Freeholders and I recognize the tremendous opportunity that this multi-partnership presents. If this past year has shown us anything, it is that we are much stronger when we lead together. At the beginning of the year, we partnered with all of the county's major hospitals to prepare and inform the community at the onset of COVID-19. And only weeks later, made history when we were the first to administer the saliva test developed by Rutgers and Accurate Diagnostic Labs on a large scale. Those innovations and future innovations like the hub are only possible because of the strong relationships the county has built with its partners in all industries and with our colleagues at the state level. As Freeholder Director, I am not only excited, but amazed at all that this is happening in our county. Over the last few decades, it has undergone a metamorphosis, becoming the epicenter for world-class talent and industry. And the new hub will only amplify and continue this transformation. Thank you very much, Governor. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your leadership. I'll tell you, you want to see good government and how it works at all levels of society. Go to Middlesex County. Ron, thank you. That begins with you, my friend.
Thank you.
Bless you. I don't know, no matter how good an idea any one of us might have, it does take a village. And I have been incredibly honored since day one, moment one, as governor, to have some incredibly strong partners with us every step of the way. And none stronger than Speaker Craig Coughlin, Middlesex County's own, a guy who believes in good government. He's served for countless years and has served always for the right things in government and society. And innovation and the hub specifically are no exception to that. We wouldn't be here today without him. Please help me welcome the Speaker of the General Assembly, Craig Coughlin.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you for that kind introduction. Thank you all for letting me be with you today as we kick off a truly, truly exciting project. Let me commend my friend and colleague, Jim Cahill, for his leadership, and my friend and colleague, Ron Rios, for his leadership as well. What is accomplished here is truly remarkable. It's a recognition that we are better when we work together, and that we can together achieve tremendous things. I mean, think of what we've done together. We've brought state, local, and county government together. In the same building, we're going to have Rutgers and Princeton, Hackensack Meridian, and RWJ Barnabas. I just can't wait for the intramural sports games. But when you take those incredible core partners and you add the expertise of DevCo and my friend Chris Palladino and the EDA and Choose New Jersey, the synergies that are going to be together in this building are going to be the things that are going to be incredible economic and innovation engine. We've all said it. You've all recognize that this is an extraordinary opportunity, but it only comes about because people are genuinely committed to work together and to achieve something that is special for, in this instance, the state of New Jersey. And dare I say, I think the things that come from this will benefit not just the state, but the nation and the world. The amount of talent that will be in this building will be reminiscent of the times when the industrialists of another century got together and built an economy that was as robust and unique as could be imagined. We have the opportunity to do that, and we have that opportunity because of this project. The hub, it's $175 million investment. It's the talent, the economic opportunity, because it's located so centrally between New York and Philadelphia in an environmentally friendly way. You can jump on the train and go to both places in a relatively short amount of time. And perhaps the greatest achievement is that it recognizes that Middlesex County and New Brunswick in particular are the heart of the economic success of this great state. So thank you all for your commitment to this. Thank you for all of the great things I know that's going to be achieved. It's going to be remarkable to watch in the decades to come. So congratulations to everyone here for your leadership, for your commitment, and for the things that I know we will bring to bear for the good of all of the people we serve. Thank you.
Craig, so well said. Two quick things before we take, if you all have patience to stay on and take a couple of questions from our friends in the press, if they have any. Number one, you mentioned both talent and location, and we all, I think, are in violent agreement. Those are our top two assets in our state. No state has the talent we have, no state has the location, and something like this goes right at both of those assets. Secondly, I'd invoke the hallowed words of Bell Labs. This has got the real ability to be something like that under one roof, lots of different players and perspectives, big and small, with enormous potential synergies. And so, Craig, thank you for not just your comments today, but your leadership and partnership in seeing us to today and across the whole spectrum of the areas that we all work together with you. Bless you. Michelle and Daryl Isherwood, I see your names. We have time for a couple of questions from our members of the press if they've got any. Over to you.
Yes, we're going to start with Meg Baker.
Hey, Meg.
Hi, Governor. Question today on COVID. Now, New York has a threshold for shutting things down, taking further action. You have not committed to a number, a percentage, a metric. What number of cases would we have to reach for you to take further action? Yeah,
I'll be brief on this, and we've got some folks who have forgotten more about this than I know, and Messrs. Garrett and Ostrowski, not to mention our academic representatives. We look at a portfolio of metrics. So it is cases matter, but I have to remind everybody, cases in the spring and cases in the fall are derived from a completely different testing reality. In the spring, in March, we started as a nation, and we started certainly as a state flat-footed. Today, we have days where we test 75,000 people a day. So cases matter, but they're not, be careful of that. Hospitalizations, ICU, spot positivity, rate of transmission. And I assume you're referring, Meg, to New York City and this decision they made on schools. They have one monolithic school district. We have, which is a challenge at one level, but I think it's a blessing at another. We oversee hundreds of districts and other school entities, and no two are alike. And by the way, I have to say the in-school COVID reality, the in-school transmission reality is better than I would have ever guessed. It's not zero, that's for sure, but 50 odd cases cumulatively after 2.5 months of school being open out of over 3,000 buildings that we oversee. That's well within any expectation. That's not to say there isn't transmission from community into the school, and that's where we got to be really careful. And by the way, that's not to say this isn't stressful. Educators, parents, kids, administrators, this is not a normal school year. But we'll continue, Meg, to look at a portfolio of metrics and data, and we watch all of that and probably many others like a hawk.
Governor, if I may,
Craig.
If everyone would excuse me, I apologize, but I need to get to a flag raising ceremony in Perth Amboy for the Puerto Rican flag ceremony. So thank you all for being here. Have a great week.
God bless you, Craig, and thank you for your leadership on this and on so much else.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Michelle, Daryl, anybody else?
Yes, Matt Friedman.
Hey, Matt.
Hi, Governor. I just wanted to ask you to weigh in more recently on the bill to end mandatory minimums for nonviolent drug offenses and property crimes. I figure it's appropriate since now the legislature is discussing marijuana legalization, decriminalization, to see where this bill is. Seems like it's still stalled because of disagreements on including official misconduct in it. So I'm wondering if you've done anything recently to try to get this bill moving, and if not, what have you done, and if not, what do you plan to do going forward to try to get this moving?
Yeah, I don't know, Matt, that there's anything new on that. I've been pretty clear that I don't agree with including eliminating the minimum mandatories for official misconduct. That's not to say I'm not open to a discussion about that, but that was not the purpose of the Criminal Sentencing and Disposition Commission that was so well led by former Supreme Court Chief Justice Debbie Poritz and Giles Shipp from Noble. They did an extraordinary job. That was not the spirit of their commission. It was not the spirit or the intention of how we wanted to take their recommendations where we needed to put it into statute. So I don't have we just lost the speaker. He may have a better handle on where things stand, but I'm where I've been. And by the way, the tragedy here is there are, I don't know how many people, probably a couple of thousand people, overwhelmingly persons of color, whose circumstances are being held up by this, and that does not make me happy. Daryl or Michelle, anybody else? Time for one or two more quick ones? I'd love to get something that's on topic related. I've got all these extraordinary friends and leaders on the screen with me. I'd love to get them involved if that's possible.
We are going to go to Tom Bergeron, who I believe has a question on.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Governor. Hey, guys. Question on this group together. How does J&J and Merck and some of the other tremendous, life science and research companies we have around the state, how do they fit into this puzzle?
I mean, I will say that the door is wide open. We've had conversations with them and with many others like them, both big and small. And I think today, the intention today is to announce sort of the anchors. If you've seen where this location is in Jonathan Holloway, I'm looking at him because he looks at it probably every single day. It is a very large space. Chris Palladino, are you still with us? Chris is on from DevCo. This is a very large footprint that can be easily, like an accordion, expanded over time with its own early success and with the participation of other partners. I don't know if anyone else wants to add anything to that, but the door is wide open and we've had a lot of really promising conversations.
Governor, as you know, the base site can handle approximately 1.7 million square feet, and it could be expanded to 4 million square feet in other parts of the neighborhood. But the way we have structured the first stage of this project is that we've created various levels for corporate partners to join us and to participate, and those discussions are ongoing.
Amen. This list, I would add to Chris's point, this list, Tom, of the cavalcade of stars with us today, this list, I believe strongly will grow, both big and small. In other words, one of the big outcomes from a successful hub is that companies disproportionately will be born in New Jersey. This won't be a question of, hey, should I move to New Jersey? They'll be born here. And our explicit hope is to increase that rate meaningfully. Michelle, maybe one more, is that possible, folks?
We will go to Daniel Munoz.
Hey, Daniel.
Hi, Governor. Can you hear me?
I can. I love I'm remiss in telling you I love your logo, the big D there.
Okay. Thank you. So with the hub, are there no private anchor tenants? What's got in the way in getting those anchor tenants? And what's the price tag on this, and how is it supposed to be financed? I also have one off topic. What kind of state revenue impact, tax impact are you expecting from the second wave? You previously said it could be about $1 billion. I'm just wondering if that's still what the current impact is.
Yeah, I mean, just real briefly on the last one, it's probably at least that. This is going to get ugly for the next 2 or 3 months at a minimum. The vaccine developments are real. Again, Barry and Bob should correct me if they disagree, but this is real. It's more than one company. They're coming. That's the good news. The bad news is twofold. One is they're not going to be here tomorrow, and it's going to begin with, as you would hope it would begin, with vulnerable communities, healthcare workers, frontline workers, and then it will extend out into society. And there's a general view that April, May, folks who want to get a vaccine against COVID are going to be able to get it, but that's not tomorrow. And secondly, the virus is in second wave with a vengeance, and particularly with cold weather and holidays and fatigue. We're in for a rough few months here. I have to say, both as a state and as a country, and it's going to get worse before it gets better, and that includes, I'm sure, significant economic impact. I think we've addressed the private sector question. We're in conversations morning, noon, and night with other folks to join this, but this is the anchor group that we've always envisioned. Anybody want to comment either further on that or on the financing as it relates to the hub? Maybe Chris or Kathleen or Joe.
Governor,
Governor, if I may just interrupt for a second, I just wanted to say I have to get off the call because I have to get to that Puerto Rican flag raising as well in Perth Amboy. Thank you
Ronnie,
for your leadership.
You can't
support,
miss
and thank you
go.
for being here.
God
no, I can't. Thank you.
Take care, man. Chris, and then we'll and anyone else, and then we'll round things out.
Yeah, Governor, we continue to work through a variety of financing scenarios. Both using taxable and tax-exempt financing because of the different types of partners we'll have. We need to create as much flexibility as possible. We're working through that right now, and we've got a lot of great opportunities.
Great, Joe. Anything you want to add, or Kathleen?
The only other thing I would add is that some of the corporations that were mentioned before and other ones from around the region and the country have indicated, a desire to either move headcount or, have some type of what I would call ad hoc kind of intellectual partnership. And we expect a lot of that to happen with either folks in Middlesex County, throughout New Jersey, or throughout the region. So the model lends itself obviously to a corporate location of sorts, but also just people kind of being transient as they move through the Northeast, stopping in and doing research sessions and kind of collaborations in the short term as well. So I think that's a key part that we should underscore.
Amen. And you mentioned both in the state, in the country, and around the world, and that extends to other exciting potential research universities that can even further augment the Rutgers-Princeton reality. So on behalf of our cavalcade of speakers, Jim Cahill, thank you for kicking us off, to Ron Rios and Craig Coughlin in absentia, to Barry and Bob, Jonathan and Rod, Kathleen, and then to the guys who didn't speak but answered some questions, but also Jose Lozano, Tim Sullivan, Joe Kelly, Chris Palladino, to each and every one of you. This is an exciting day. I can't thank you enough for your support and partnership here. Onward, stay safe, everybody. We'll see you around soon. Take care.
Thank you, Governor.
Thank you, Governor.